Hi Virgo, it's Tuesday. We're going to do your love reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, as you know, so will not resonate for everyone. Ace of Swords, something about truth, clarity. The Ace of Swords is an amazing card. It's about, it seems like so many of us are struggling with not knowing a truth, but not being able to let it go. Having that, irritated feeling or lack of peace of knowing there's something you don't know. So Ace of Swords is truth and clarity coming out, but it's also triumph after, it's victory after a battle. So either way, however that applies. But how are you guys? Stick around for the end. I'm going to be doing a yes/no question with the pendulum. So you can be thinking about that. And how are you guys? This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is general, as you know. Will not resonate for everyone. Wow. 2 aces. Passion and truth and clarity. There's a lot of passion in this dynamic. The roles can be reversed, intermingle, and flip around. It's not gender specific, so if I say he, she, ignore me. All videos are timeless. Feel free to look through the other videos as well as check out your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus all apply to different aspects of your life, right? The free readings and gift cards are given away randomly to subscribers at this time. And I typically don't do extendeds. Okay, I don't typically do extendeds. The ones I have done have been amazing. So I might link that down below. And I don't do very personal readings. Sometimes there's a situation, somebody will tell me their story and I'll accept one, but typically I don't. Just depends on, I kind of pulse on and off. Oh my gosh, Virgo. 10 of Cups, happiness, health, wealth, happiness, everything. You are going to have an amazing reading. Wow. King of Swords. Okay. I do like to tell you guys what I'm picking up on when I'm pre-shuffling, and I am getting a strong, it's like a pull, and I feel like it'd be more on their side than your side this time. I mean, you can flip the roles if you need to, but it's like there's a pull of not being able to let something go, a pull to let guard down and just give in somehow. Okay, let's get started. Your energy, the Empress. That's awesome. Somebody could be pregnant, but the Empress is the Queen of Queens. This is crazy that I said your energy, because I usually start this spread with overall energy. But the Empress is self-love. She is loving, kind, nurturing, but she is all about self-value, self-love, self-respect. She knows her value. She doesn't have to tell anybody about it, 8 of Swords. So this is, mental entrapment. Queen of Wands, passion. The Queen of Wands is somebody who can take fiery action. She's very desired. She's not indecisive, If somebody's in their head, it looks like mentally torturing themselves or circling the loop or, overthinking some action, whether to take it or not to take it. 4 of Cups, yeah. Do I do it? Do I not do it? What do I do? Do I want this? Do I not? That's the overall energy. Could be like a missed opportunity. So overall energy is if I don't take action, I'm dwelling, I'm thinking, I'm obsessing over whether or not to take action. Am I going to mess up if I do? Am I going to mess up if I don't? There's a big conflict internally here. Let's go back to you. Ooh, the Devil, can't let go. Obsessing. This is also could be something toxic. And toxic could be an addiction or an imbalance, self-medicating, or it could be an imbalance of thoughts. It could be overthinking. It could be temptation. I mean, I'm getting more from that. Let me see. Something strong coming from that. It's not clear yet, though. I'll have to clarify. The High Priestess. This is inter-knowing. Somebody could be watching, a lot of readings. This could be, you'd be watching too much tarot. See, she's a tarot reader. You'd be getting addicted to tarot. So Virgo, if that's happening, if you find yourself just scrolling through tarot and looking at the titles and hand picking which one, you want the outcome you want to hear in a tarot reading, you want to take a break from tarot for 2-3 days just to reset yourself, get back to that knowing, the self-love and inner knowing your value coming from within you, not from having to be told and reminded. What I always like to tell you guys is, and I do this for myself, when you turn on your computer or you get on your phone or you open YouTube or whatever, go to tarot, you set the intention that, please bring videos that I am meant to see to me, rather than getting stuck in that trap of scrolling. Oh, that one didn't work the way I wanted. That one didn't sound like I wanted. More like the ones that you're supposed to find will come to you, and then when you see them, you feel a pull. It's not, rather than just scrolling through and looking for, titles that say they're coming back and stuff like that, because we can all get really, hung up, stuck in that cycle. Oh my gosh. You guys have, looks like possibly a twin flame. This is their energy, the Emperor. So we have Libra and Aries now. I do an extended for this. If I do, it'll be linked down below. The extendeds I've done have been very, very good. I don't do them very often, but if I don't do a new one, I will link the last one. In the extendeds, we go into twin flame energy. Is this a twin flame soulmate? Where are we in the journey? What should I do? What's, sometimes we look at their shadow work, which I don't really like to do, but I do if it comes out, if I need to. We look at, the past, present, what you should, they're very, very detailed. So, I will, if I do one, it'll be noted down below, but even if I don't, I'll link the last one, but I'll make sure you can tell which it is. They want a new beginning. Ace of Cups. I feel like your person, this is tricky. So there definitely is some obsession and some overthinking. We see it overall on both sides. We see it strong on person A, if that's you. It's supposed to be you up there, but it could be reversed. But there looks like there's an element of mirroring. You both want a new beginning. Both of you, I believe, maybe especially you, are just really up in your head about what action to take. And if you do take action, what will the outcome be? Will it mess it up? If you don't take action, will it mess it up? Just try to have when you start getting into that, you start overthinking it, and that's not good. I mean, you kind of got to sit back and go, I don't care, the outcome. I'm going to do what I feel, and not obsess. Like, kind of, when you let go of the outcome, it gives you a power. When you kind of let go of what people think, it gives you a power. There's an energy here of trying too hard and trying to navigate the outcome a little bit too much. Yeah, they want to come back together. This is reunion, celebration, a lot of emotion here. Pisces energy, strong emotion. So that's them. Four of Pentacles, fear of lack, fear of being without. Again, same strong reading here. Four of Pentacles, that's not able to let go because you're afraid of doing without, or not having enough, or if you let go of this person, will you find someone else? That's what that looks like. Wow. Six of Cups, thinking about the past, thinking about the sweet times, the beautiful, just, this is my favorite part in tarot. This is thinking about all the good things, It also could represent children or childhood or somebody returning, but it's a very sweet, sentimental. Again, I feel this energy of if it doesn't work with this person, if I let go of this person, will I be alone? Will I ever find someone that I can love like this? The answer to that is yes. You can always find, there are hundreds of people that you can be happy with. So don't stay hung up or waiting for someone who's not putting work in, who's not willing to do the work. Okay, that's not this reading, that's just in general. You're always in a better place when you know you're okay with or without them, or you would rather be with them, but you know that you're going to be okay without them. That raises your vibration and then makes everybody that you're, any relationship, better. It puts you in a position of power. But back to the reading, there is an element of fearfulness of, what if I can't get back to this? What if I can't get this kind of, I'm thinking about all the sweet things. You know, we tend to ruminate on the good things and not think about the bad. Sometimes I'm sorry if I'm putting a, Debbie Downer on your beautiful reading, but I say things because I feel like I have to say them, It's just, there's a element of knowing that you're going to be okay with or without them, and that gives you power. You never want to stay in a situation where you're only going to be happy if you're with them. Okay, so be careful if that's what's going on here, because with this, just be careful with that. Self-love with the Empress. If this is a twin flame journey, then those are hard. A lot of learning. Wow, forward motion. This way, that way. Look at this. The Chariot, forward motion. So it looks like in the recent past, I was going to put that over here. So regardless, there's forward motion towards something good. Oh gosh, probably need to do an extended for this. The Lovers. Gemini energy. The Lovers is making a decision. Maybe somebody's having to choose someone over someone else. But both sides, there's an element of not letting go. This person does want to be with you. There's a lot of love here and a lot of passion and a strong, I can't let go vibe. Wow, reconciliation. There you have it. Look at that. Unbelievable. Didn't you guys just get an unbelievable reading like this? Like, too good to be true, or not too good to be true, but like, wow. This gives me chills. Something amazing. Somebody seeing your value. King of Pentacles, something stable, strong, a graduated from maybe a little immature energy or an unknowing. A Hierophant. This is not only this is tradition, truth, ethics, morals, virtues, but it's also a high-level relationship. It could be gaining wisdom from somebody wiser. In this deck, it looks like it's gaining wisdom from going within. Okay. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. So look down below for, if I don't do a extended, I'll link the another extended that I feel like would be beneficial for twin flame. You can at least just check out the trailer and then decide. So we're going to do, let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, I was just asking for advice. I feel like the advice is to really, really focus on being authentic. Sorry about that. 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, this is conflict, right? This is healing, and then this is 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is not giving up. It's painful. There's been a lot of things that have been hurtful, but the 9 of Swords is not quite a painful ending. It's almost one step more and it would have been a painful ending, but you're still at that place where you can decide. I just feel like there's a strong energy or strong vibe about not trying to make everything happen a certain way, but being authentic. Somebody needs to let their guard down for this, reconciliation to advance. Go within. Know your value. You're the Empress. They're the Emperor, or vice versa. All right, we're going to do an oracle, and then we're going to ask a yes/no question, so you can be thinking about your question. Gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Don't let pride get in your way, Virgo. There's a need to, full moon in Leo, there is a strong need here for you to not try and orchestrate your perfect wording and your perfect planning it out, but to allow things to come in. Things are working in your favor. Your person definitely wants you back. Okay, I just got something else. Hold on. Somebody needs to hear that when this person returns or when you start to talk to them, not to have that energy. If you want to hear from this person and they reach out, don't snap at them, right? You can always speak your piece later when the time is right, but let it warm up gently. That's only for a few of you. But it just like passed through thoughts was somebody wanting to hear from someone. And then that text message comes in and so quick to forget how much you want to hear from this person and how much you want this to work out that your pride says, what do you want? Or you make them wait, or you do something in your maybe snappy response, or an acting like you're not interested, or trying to throw that vibe back at them like, you messed up, and, like something like that. So what I'm going to say is, if and when this text comes in or this communication comes in, start with the end in mind. Think about what you want long term. Don't handle it with your, emotions that you're struggling with right now. Because your emotions that you're struggling with right now might be anger or hurt. But set that aside for now and think of the end. Start with the end in mind. What is the final outcome you want? You want it to work out. If you want it to work out, then start with that in mind and respond to their communication appropriately. I'm not saying let somebody get away with or continue to treat you badly. You can warm into that later, but let there be some, affection and some love and some understanding and calmness before you throw that back at them. Okay, you'll be amazed. Timing is everything when it comes to conflict and addressing it. Okay, so everybody, let's take a deep breath and think of one question. Once you ask your question, once I drop this, you got to stop. You can't switch your question around. So one question. Ready? Pause if you need to. Beautiful reading, like crazy beautiful. It gave me chills. I don't want to touch them, but the Lovers and the Judgment card gave me chills. The answer is definitely. Let me pull some cards on that real quick. So whatever you asked, the answer is definitely. For some of you, I think you asked, is this soulmate or is this twin flame? So again, the extendeds are really good for twin flame, so you might want to check out Virgo extended twin flame. Those are timeless. All videos are timeless. So stuck in thought about returning. Yeah, somebody's ruminating about the pain, but they have a lot of love for you with that King of Cups. Anything else? Coming together, working together, cooperation, strong energy on starting with the end in mind when you talk to them. Think about the solution, not the anger that you're feeling right now. Put that, save that for the right timing. All right, Virgo, let me know in the comments. The free readings and gift cards are given away randomly to subscribers through the comments. So leave comments. I love just hearing where you guys are watching from. So if you want to just say hi from Sweden or hi from, because then I can connect all the dots. All right, love you guys. Bye, Virgo.